All right, so if you look at your notes paper, since I paused the Desmos, and unless you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, your computer's paused right now, let's look at our notes paper here. So today is all about angles. So if you'd like to give your paper like a header, A-N-G-L-E-S, not angels, which would be E-L-S, angles, L-E-S. What is 900? Why do they keep saying that word? Now, they're saying it without the label, and this is why if you don't know what it is, you don't know what it is. 900 degrees. Now, to understand what the heck that was, we kind of need to know something about the basis of spinning degrees, right? So if I, facing this way, and I spin around all the way. How many degrees was that?
That's 360.
360. So what a note we should make here is one rotation. One full rotation. If you want to draw a picture, you could draw a little like XY axis and say one rotation all the way around is 360 degrees. So a 900, so Tony Hawk, if I'm being real, I'm skating in this way, right? And Sophia, you might need to help me. I don't know how many other skateboarders I have. So if I spin around once, I'm back this way. That's 360 degrees. I spin around twice, what's 360 times 2? 720. Why the extra 180 degrees?
That make it 900.
Well, yeah, that makes 900, but why does that make sense in the term of skateboarding? Eli? Otherwise, you'd be riding goofy. When you ride, if you ride a skateboard or a snowboard or whatever, you are right-handed, left-handed, and that also deals with what direction you're comfortable going and what foot you're comfortable pushing with. If I go up the ramp this way and I only spin around twice, I'm coming down the ramp this way, and now I'm going backwards, and I might not be confident coming down backwards. So the 900 allows us to spin around twice and an extra half rotation and come down the ramp the way I came up. Now, people have continued to push the laws of physics, and 900 is not the biggest rotation people have made. People have made a 1080. I mean, the technology behind skateboards has gotten better, but we will continue talking more about this worksheet after you get a little bit more of the pinwheel activity done. Oh, Tony Hawk, you changed the world. Yeah. Because then everyone was like, oh, well, if that's possible, what else can we do that we thought was impossible? So I can't play too much of this because I'm still recording. So Sky Brown made history a few years ago when she went to the X Games, I believe. But if you're interested, Tony Hawk just continues to also do positive things. So Sky Brown, I forget exactly how old she is in this video, but real young, and she's a girl. And they are at, I think it's Bob Burnquist's on his mega ramp. So think about, you're with these pro skateboarders that have set world records, and they're way high up there. But yeah, Tony Hawk does continue to change the world in a positive way. And yes, she ends up landing it. Maybe if we have time at the end of class, we'll watch the rest of that video. If you're still on slide 2, please move on to slide 3. Because the hardest thing for me is just letting you work. Some of you are making really cool pinwheels. We'll show them off in a couple minutes. But all right, so here's some of our pinwheels that have been made. If you set your angle to 1.9999, or if you set your angle to 1 degree, I'm not quite sure. 1 degree for each slice, 10 degrees for each slice, and because the design that you made impacts it, right? 1.1, 100 degrees. Oh, 100 degrees doesn't look like it works very well. 30 degrees. Ooh, that one looks like it works really well. 20 degrees. Ooh, lightning. A little Harry Potter homage here. Ooh, 90 degrees. Wait, 1 point. Huh.
I did 1.23.
91. I don't know if that pinwheel is going to wheel. All right, keep going. Guys, on this activity, I'm not going to tell you if anything you've typed in is like wrong or whatever. We're going to review it in a few minutes. Yeah, don't assume that all because like I'm not stopping you that everything is right, but that's okay because like we're learning as we go. So if 360 is a full rotation, what else could I figure out based off of that? What if instead of going a full rotation, and you don't need to answer these things out loud, but what if instead of going a full rotation, we only did a half? Or what about only a quarter? Or what about only an eighth? of a rotation. If I start by knowing that 360 is all the way around, what else can I figure out? Or what about a sixth of a rotation? What if we start to get feisty and work with some different types of denominators? Alright, I'm going to need some help real quick. I need a volunteer to help me with this because I synced everyone to me. And even if you're past this, doesn't mean your answer was right. Emery, help me.
I did 45 because I determined my estimate by knowing like 90 degrees was the two like little chunky things together.
Wait, how do you know that?
Because I divided it up into fourths.
So if we go all the way around, we know that's 360. Which, it's not a coincidence that we have 365 days. Like, that's not quite coincidence, but we won't go into that right now. So what if I only go halfway?
And that's like 180.
That's like 180. So then what if I only go a quarter of the way is what Emery's saying. That's 90. And then what if I only go a fourth
45.
of the way? So you do not have to change your answer, but I do want you to be aware that that is 45. What I do need you to do is on your paper, draw a right angle. Now guys, it's up to you whether you just want to draw like, I'm going to draw 2 lines and show that it's a right angle. But how we show that is we either have to label this. Thank you. I've been trying not to do ink layer just because then also it's not in the video. And, you know, we've been missing lots of students recently, but I think most of us are back today. You either just draw it and label the arc as 90 degrees, or anyone know the other symbol that we can use that, like, automatically, hey guys, your activity's paused, or, well, you're not paused, you're synced to me. But now I'm going to think better and I am going to pause you. Yoink. Haha. Now you have to write on your notes with me. Pick up your pencil. All right, shout it out. What other symbol?
Square.
A little square in the corner. That indicates 90 degrees. Now, you could also, if you want, you could draw like a like central axis, sort of like we're used to XY axes. And you could show your 90 degree angle then on top of this if you want. Because this will then help us on the next part where we need to draw a straight angle. What do you guys think they mean by a straight angle? Donna? So if I am opening something up, hope I have it, let's see if I borrowed it. If I'm opening up an angle, right? So imagine like this is the angle we're opening. We just talked about 45 degrees. We talked about 90 degrees. So Don, you're saying a straight angle. I keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, so like this. Oh, so guys, this you wouldn't say, like if I put this in front of you and I said, what is this? You'd be like, it's a line. But if I tell you it's 2 different lines, it's an angle. If I tell you it's 2 different lines, it's an angle. So to draw a straight angle, it might help us. Now, you could just draw a straight line, put a point in the middle, and say, oh yeah, our straight angle is whoop. Or if you want to, you could draw like coordinates. And guys, if you want to make it look better, you can grab a ruler. And we could show, okay, my straight angle will be whoop. And now how many degrees would that be? 180 degrees. So make sure that you label that somewhere. All right, keep going. for a moment. I have another activity I was hoping we'd get to, but I sort of doubt it. But I keep this tab open.
Yeah.
Just open another tab. All right, well, Lane, you made me pick on you then. All right, Lane, what do you think about Daniela? Everyone pause for a moment. What do we think about Daniela? She says she thinks this is 135 degrees. Why not?
If you think about a 90-degree angle, that does not look pretty far off the 90-degree angle.
So wait, I love what you just said. If we think about a 90-degree angle, and I don't need to just think about it, I could sketch it if I want to.
Yeah, it's not, as you can see, it's not far off. It's probably one, that might actually be like a 95-degree angle, honestly, maybe less.
Yeah.
So, and 180 is more, is like a straight line.
Yeah, so we could visualize both the 90 and the 180. So what Lane is saying is we're way closer to 90. Now, guys, wait. 135. Let's do 135 minus 90 to see like how much more is 135 compared to 90. 45. We would need an extra 45 degrees added. Do you think this little wedge looks like an extra 45 degrees? No. So whatever you want to put an estimate, this is more like Lane said he thinks maybe like 95, maybe like 100. But make sure then we got to get used to putting degree symbols. So the little circle at the top, degree symbols. All right, once I find your, keep going. Maybe we'll just save the other angle activity for tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, if you get done with this, go ahead and hop over to Con. Or here in a couple minutes, I'll just tell you to switch to Con.
What do we do when we're done?
Jump over to Con.
Okay.
Sorry, I only said that with that sort of tone because I literally just said that. It's okay. It's just funny sometimes. It's like you had your ears turned off or something.
Yeah, you got me first turned off.
Maybe you got to recharge the batteries. All right, come back to me for a moment. Let's look at Kadim's pinwheel. And I've added some like labels and some colors here. I want you to turn to a neighbor and like discuss what do you think the angle that Kadim set his pinwheel to be? Like what angle do you think at the, you know, with the angles you guys have been setting at the middle of the pinwheel, what angle do you think he sets? Talk with each other. Oh, see, you also have books. Ashley, did you get a chance to chat with anyone about this? Because your card's up. And or do you think you know? You think you know? You can pass. That's okay. You didn't have anyone to chat with. Sophie. I'm back to trying to use cards. So Sophie, did you guys get to chat? Alright, what'd you and Carolina decide? Alright, let's gauge the class. 15 degrees. Agree, disagree, don't know. Oh, we got some thumbs down. Uh-oh, so I guess I'm going to pick on a thumbs down. Jackson, why is your thumb down? That's not a 7th grade level answer. Give me some more words. Okay.
As you can see, you split it up into thirds.
Ooh, split what up into thirds?
The whole flower.
So, we could say we split it into 12. We could say we split it into 6. We could split it, like, depends what we're looking at. Hold on, they might want to redeem themselves. Sophie, back to you. So you think one of these, an angle right in here is 30 degrees? How'd you figure that out? So, hold on. Let's make sure everyone sees what you just said. Carolina said if you divide 180, right? That's why we drew the reference of the straight angle up here. If we do 180 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 180 divided by 6, you said you get what? Can anyone see what I was going for when I drew the green arrow that I drew? What other division could we have done? We could have also done 90 divided by 3. What's that come out to be? 30 degrees. So yeah, Kadim's angle there is 30 degrees. Guys, you could have also done the entire thing. How much is a full rotation? 360. And what would we divide Kadim's into? 12. And that would still come out to be 30 degrees. The rest of class is yours for Khan Academy.